Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. What's really going on with Holden and me? I don't know what you mean. Audra claims as Nate looks down at her in the dining room of the athletic club. Sitting down, he explains he caught the look between them and sensed there was something they wanted to keep private. She explains that's all Holden. He is desperate for a friend and wants it to be her. She's only humoring him to get information on Damien. Nate says he trusts her but adds that if there was anything more going on with Holden, she could tell him. He knows how hard it can be to be open about an old flame to a new man. When she offers to fill him in on what she's learned, he suggests they do it at his place. Amy will be in Chicago for a while, and Audra thinks he should hear what she's learned before she tells Amy. When Audra and Nate arrive at the penthouse, she notices that Amy forgot her scarf and worries that it will be chilly in Chicago. He explains Amy was a bit flustered to be rushed off to Chicago for tests, but there's no time to waste. They just hope his doctor friend can help. Once he pours them drinks, they take a seat, and she fills him in on the changing dynamic between Damien and Holden. At first, they were friends, and then Damien became his boss, leaving Holden answering to him and not feeling equal. It sounds like Holden resents Damien for treating him like an employee first and a friend second. It appeared to Audra that Damien came down on Holden earlier. She adds that he told her his boss has a bad temper. Nate wonders if Holden clued into her looking for information. A spotlight on his brother is the last thing he wants right now. Lily has been digging too, and he's afraid that Damien will be scared off if he discovers people are rummaging around in his life. Audra asks what Lily discovered, and Nate explains that his half-brother lied about owning 2 companies and is only a CEO. She's sure that keeping up so many lies must be taking a toll on him. She adds that Nate may be too emotionally involved to be objective about this. Nate will admit that he's not entirely ready to trust his brother, but he wants to. Audra suggests he's too optimistic, but points to how much good this is doing for Amy. She's sure he'd also like a brother. While Nate should follow his instincts, he should also be cautious. He's sure he's seen glimpses of a good man behind Damien's facade. Audra advises caution about letting Damien into their lives until they know more. Nate insists that what matters is how much more positive Amy has become. He's determined to make her reconciliation with her son happen. Audra worries that Damien could hurt Amy or Nate. Hastings is confident that the reunion will change Damien for the better. Maybe they will all get burned, but he wants to hold onto the hope that they can be a real family. She repeats that she doesn't want them hurt. Nate needs to believe the best. He's not sure he or Amy could handle another bombshell. Nick stops by Billy's new place to ask for a list of contacts Phyllis might have linked up with. Billy already thought of that and made the calls. They didn't pan out. They agree that something is wrong here. Handing Nick a beer, Billy urges him to take a minute and think. As they sit, Billy admits it took him a while to admit to himself that Phyllis could be in real trouble. Nick says it's normal to think she's gone AWOL given her history. They speculate on whether the 2 women were kidnapped. Billy asks how sure Nick is that Ian Ward is dead. Nick admits that's the first name that popped into his head when he considered a kidnapping, but he saw him get shot and knows he was cremated. Given that Phyllis and Sharon both called from burner phones, Billy assumes they must be together. Since Heather's death, the animosity between them is at its peak, so it can't be voluntary. Nick knows Sharon has issues but insists she is in a good place. He believes neither woman is out for revenge at the moment. Chance has been calling clinics, but the waiting is becoming too much for Nick. After all this family has been through lately, this is only taking it to another level. He gulps beer before admitting that he blames himself for this, even if that makes no sense. Whenever Nick thinks his family is ready to heal, something else hits them. It leaves him wondering what he's missing. Seeing how torn up the kids are makes it hard for him to imagine reaching the other side of this. He has people in his corner, but still feels the weight. Billy urges him to cut himself some slack. Nick knows Phyllis gives him a hard time for writing to Sharon's rescue, but he suspects she wants the same thing. Offering him his help, Billy muses on the irony of them coming together like this given their history. As Nick gets up to leave, he insists to Billy that this was not a bonding moment between them. He gets a call from the ranch security team, who explain they checked all the CCTV footage but came up empty. He's going to call the family to see if they've heard anything and heads out. Damn it, where are you? Billy wonders.